Alin Bulanadi. At center from Tuguegarao, Cagayan, number 37, Dami Kuntabay. From Imos, Cavite at forward, number 1, Sydney Onwabere. Simon Enciso. Also at guard from Dumaguete, number 8, Calvin Ofdana. From Cebu at center, number 21, Kelly Williams. At forward from Cagayan de Oro City, number 12, Glenn Cobontin. And from Talisay, Cebu at forward, number 16, R.R. Pogoy.
The referees for this game, we have Balao, Tantay, Traballo, and Ostero. First possession of the ball game, with nobody yet with a scratch. Pogoy, double team comes off the glass, and it finally trickles in there for TNT. Back to Simon. Simon against Gio. Simon using his quickness. Misfires on that layup, and here comes Monzon on the break. Monzon still with it. Decides to pull it back out. Monzon with a crossover to the reverse, and he finally gets it to fall for NorthPort.
Well, recognizing that it was Kelly Williams on him, he decided to take it strong to the basket, use his quickness, and was able to score off that reverse layup.
Cobontin now with RR. Pogoy, they go to Simon. 3-ball from the corner, rattles it home.
Nice pistol action there for TNT.
He knows there is so much more he has to improve in his own game. As team captain, Joshua has been urging his teammates that this shouldn't be one man's team. Now that they are.
Bulanadi. Back to Halano. They're going to go down to Cantapay against Enciso. It's the second time Simon's been on him.
Really
this time he made sure of it.
Yes, really good play. Wanting a better execution of the fast break, so not to waste opportunities to score.
Sidney Onwabere not wasting that opportunity to score from down low there off the miss.
Well, that's one thing TNT needs to watch out for. NorthPort had 23 offensive rebounds against Magnolia.
Simon Enciso drills that long bomb right there, giving TNT an 8-6 advantage early on.
Very dangerous from downtown, Simon Enciso is, and he is not afraid to take the big shots.
Williams with the board. Here's RR. Pogoy sends it over to Simon. And almost a steal. Yes, it is going to be a steal there. Here comes Halalon. There's a foot race between him and Enciso. Halalon to the reverse. Halalon able to score off of that turnover. He ties the game at 8-all, 6:18 left to go here in Q1. Quacate. Over to Halalon. Fires from distance. Chiho rattles it home.
Yeah, he can make that shot.
Decides to wait for his teammates. Simon over to BGR, making his move to the corner. Pogoy corner 3-ball is short, and boy, Adam will put it in the putback.
Quick 2 points by Boy Aram off an offensive rebound.
Monzon.
Nice
2-man action there as Flores scores down low. 4 to shoot here for TNT. Pogoy, nice play there, can't finish. BGR can't convert. Maybe the timing's still a little bit off, but Aram's there to the rescue. At one point or another, those three have represented the Philippines in international competition.
Yes, they have.
And look at this, another forced turnover here for TNT. Balanza will attack. Balanza to the scoop. Gets it to fall. Right. And then that frees him up to for the scoop. Here comes Horwella on the break. Pogoy wide open. Alvin Basotros corner 3-ball drills it.
They know that against the zone defense, Basotros is deadly with the 3-ball, and they're looking at him.
And Basotros also a great point guard. Finds Pogoy there for the easy basket in transition. And then on the break, Almond will find Pogoy. So you got me, I got you. Return. Basotros lets it fly. Another 3 for Almond. That's his 3rd one here in the first half. And he's letting people know, I have been deactivated for so long.
Unfortunately, he was unable to execute on that hook shot.
Cobuntin. Over to Pagoy. RR
Nice
shakes
fake.
free of the defense, uses the glass to perfection.
Yes, great shot fake right there. I like that despite the size disadvantage, as we take a look at this great shot fake coming from RR Pagoy. I like that NorthPort is still...
Onwabere puts it on the floor. Attacks the defense once again. Off the glass. What a tough shot coming from Sydney Onwabere.
A tough shot indeed. That was already tough defense from Kelly Williams, but Sydney just proved to be a lot tougher, no, even against the veteran.
Cobuntin. Skip pass over to Kelly. 3-ball from the corner, drills it.
Well, that's really a big shot. I mean, of all the 5 players on the floor for TNT, Kelly would have been the least shooter, even if we know he can hit that shot. But he made that corner dribble. Great play, great movement for NorthPort that time.
Here's Monzon. Joshua Monzon. That's going to be a 3-ball from Bolanani. We know that this man can shoot. He's got a great stroke. He hasn't played in a year. Joshua Monzon, I mean, this man does not need any minute restrictions because he can keep on going and going and going. Like, let's take a look at this move by Joshua. I mean, in and out, tough shots against 2 white shirts at that. Another player who also made a name for himself in the PBA 3x3. Oftana. Oh, that's going to be an easy basket there for Calvin. It's still TNT ball. Eram. Simon, wide open all day to shoot that one. And Simon and Ciso definitely one of the streakiest shooters here in the PBA.
I like the patience that TNT is showing. They're really trying to find the player with the best position to score. And that time,
BGR. Oftana still with it. 15-foot jumper, drills it.
Went closer to the basket, much like what Pagoy did earlier. 2 dribbles closer, and then the J.
Turnover there by Gio. Here comes Simon on the break. Over to Oftana. Calvin can't finish, but that's BGR who puts it in. And Ciso. Over to BGR. Here's Oftana. 4-3. Puts it in. RR. Dancing at Kwakote. 3 to shoot. Finds Williams.
Oh!
What a great pass there by Kelly Williams.
Kelly to Cobuntin. Perfect execution there for TNT.
RR now with Simon. Oftana momentarily open. Misses from downtown.
Open shot for Calvin still. TNT really moving that ball so well. A reason why they have so many assists already. But Jarek Balanza really given the green light here to attack the basket.
Balanza, that Pinoy step, getting all the way to the hoop. Cobuntin. Oftana. That's partially blocked there by Monzon. Here comes Cocate. Over to Contapay. He can hit this, and there it is. Contapay drills that long bomb right there. Here goes Monzon on the break. Monzon over to Kane. A little bit too strong also on that attempt. And Contapay could have probably taken it inside. Instead, they go back out to Balanza. 3-ball, drills it. Over to Contapay. Fakes off Eram, but he did not fake off BGR. You know, the timing on offense is different from the timing on defense, right, Coach?
Right. It was really...
Oftana, all day to shoot that 3. I mean, you can't leave him that wide open, Coach Jude.
The closest defender was probably 3 steps away, and Calvin will make you pay for that.
Taha. Here's Flores. That's going to be a 3-ball. That's money there. 66-49 is the count here in favor of TNT. 2 minutes and change left. Tana. Step back three on Contapay's grills, no good. But look at Brian Herwela putting that in. Here comes Vosotros and company. Almond.
Those are really good shots from Alain. He just keep missing them, but their range.
Now, Calvin Oftana, what a big-time move for him, taking it strong to the cup for two. But Calvin Oftana and company really turning it on here as well. As we've said, they are the hottest team here in the PBA. Here's Alain. Bulanadi, jumper on the way, drills that one and made sure of that. I think you heard you, Coach Jude.
Well, that time it was actually contested by Vosotros, so maybe he prefers someone challenging his shots.
BGR against Cade. Here's Oftana. Oftana kicks it back out. Vosotros open for three. Another one. That's his fourth triple of the ball game.
And that was just a really beautiful play. They really waited for that play to develop until it ended on the hands of...
Every single time almost.
Well, of course, Almond has worked out a lot with the TNTs. He's been in practice almost on a daily basis, no? Even if he wasn't part of the roster. And now
they did force some turnovers, a lot of them actually in the first quarter, and that's Coach Chot mentioned that as well. But since then, TNT has cleaned, checked that. Oh, as Aurin breaking the ankles. Here's Pugoy. BGR, 4 seconds to shoot here. Pugoy does and drills it. Cobuntin almost loses the rock, ends up in the hands of RR. Pugoy will attack. Pugoy to the scoop, and that's good.
Well, those are shots that TNT is willing to give up, for NorthPort, for Kate Flores to take more outside shots.
Look at Kelly Williams. Going to be called for that personal foul, but take a look at this. Kelly Williams showing that he still has the handle and the English off the glass as well. Joshua. Monzon still with it, going into the bag, going to the basket, puts it up and in.
Well, he's got to start doing something here for NorthPort. He's got to take charge now.
And Ciso. Aurin, back to Simon. Simon, all the way to the basket. Wow, great drive to the basket there by Simon and Ciso.
Pretty looking drive and layup for Simon.
Monzon. Wow, Monzon splitting the defense, but Aurin said, nope, not this time. Inciso to Cobuntin. Glenn down low, easy basket for him. Or what, but when they finally got that win against San Miguel, then the ball started rolling for them.
Correct, and there was even talk about how they're missing RHJ.
That's right.
That without RHJ, they're a very different team. And I think it was after that moment that they just sat down and just discussed what they can do as a team with the present players that they have. And now, they look very different from those 3 losses.
Contapay, easy basket for him, no challenge. So still with 4 minutes left to go here. The score 88-61. If you're just joining us, the game was actually tight in the first quarter. Almond Vosotros came into the game and that changed rather quickly in the second.
Well, he was a big surprise.
This should be a TNT win. They're going to be their 5th win in a row after dropping their first 3 games.
His level of competitiveness is still very much high here in the PBA. So that could really help this team, especially being a leader to the younger players.
And as we were talking about earlier, as we take a look at this beautiful move by Aurin.
These guys, Shaq.
Especially Shaq and Barkley. As Monzon gets his 16th point, make it 18th point in the ball game. So Joshua Monzon doing what he can to try. But solid performance here from the TNT Tropang 5G, Coach Jude. They started off a little bit slow but got things going there in the second and never looked back.